So, welcome in everybody. So, the second half of this discussion is going to be about Cameron Jerome with his tweet on Chronicle Live about Sunderland being being an average League One side now, and so yes. So, what are your thoughts, Liam, on it?
If I've got to be truly honest, it's a shock that we've got a player like Cameron Jerome, who's like previous experience. He's like he used to be like a Premier League
top striker. Yeah, top striker. Mm-hmm.
Like, isn't it rich coming from him talking about it? Like, maybe from him, yes, you could argue it's a bit rich from him, but overall, like, I think some of the fans have just got to accept that is their reality now.
Definitely. Can I have my opinion on it, mate?
What's your opinion on it?
Right. So basically, I feel like Cameron Jerome has done something that he should never have done in the first place. Yes, he's got his opinion. But keep it to himself. Don't put it on social media. Don't put it on Chronicle. Don't put it on Facebook. Just don't put it on social media, because that then is going to aggravate the Sunderland fans, and he's going to get grief for doing that. And he's going to probably get death threats. He's already got death threats, for doing that.
Yeah.
So Cameron Jerome, it's his fault. Yeah, Cameron Jerome, it's his own doing. He shouldn't have put that on social media. Yes, he is right that Sunderland are average League One side. Yes, he is true about that. We're not a Premier League side anymore. Yes, he is true about that. But he should never put a quote on social media about Sunderland like that. It's disappointing from him as a footballer, and for me as a person towards him. It's disrespectful. Yes, you can have your views and comments about Sunderland, but you never put it on social media. It's wrong. It's totally wrong for what he's done. Yes, MK Dons beat Sunderland. Well done to MK Dons, but you should never put that on straight after when you beat Sunderland to put that on. It's wrong. And to me, Cameron Jerome has done something that it's wrong, and I think he's going to get a lot of stick for it, and so should he get stick for it, because you should never do that to a club, because that's going to put them down now, and I think he's totally gone overboard with that quote. And yes, he's doing with that. Sorry,
he's going. He's rubbing salt in the wound as well.
Yeah, and yes, I do get him for saying that Sunderland are average League One side. I do get him. I honestly do. And he is speaking the truth there, that we are average League One side and we're not a Premier League side anymore. And I know Sunderland fans think we are still a Premier League side and it's still a Premier League team, but we're not anymore. I'm sorry, Sunderland fans, but we're still a League One side and will be for a long time if we don't get our club sorted in the right direction. But I am very angry for what Cameron Jerome's done. I like him as a footballer. He's a very good striker, but not after what he's done. And I think it's wrong. I think it's embarrassing. And I think he should pay for what he's done, because he's dragged Sunderland down, and we don't need any more dragging. We don't need any more negative news. We need positivity. And he has given Sunderland negative news. He's given he hasn't brought positive to the club. He's brought negativity. And Stuart Donald, reading this, will just not make it any better for Phil Parkinson or for Stuart Donald, and mainly for the players as well, because the players are reading this on Instagram and thinking, what an arsehole. He has really put that on social media. Nah, I'm not happy with him. I'm really not.
I mean, if he said that about my club, everyone, like, Sunderland might be, as you said, there might be a bang average League One team, but still, even though they're a bang average League One team, they've still got a big reputation around the club, because when they were in the Premier League, they were known as a Premier League team.
And I understand where Cameron Jerome's coming from. I understand what he's saying, and I understand all the words he's put on there. But never put it on social media. And why has he done that? I know, because okay, yes, yeah, he did score against Sunderland, and MK Dons did beat Sunderland. But why is he gone like a day after and put it on social media? It's wrong. It's what's he trying to say? Like, is Sunderland not going to get promoted this season? He's saying that Sunderland are the awful, they're one of the worst teams in the league. I think he's trying to say that. And personally, I think he's trying to bring us down. I really do. Is it?
You're not one of the worst teams in the league.
Yeah, but I think he's trying to say. Yeah.
Teams in the league, I think that is totally out for it. But it's just like it's one of the worst teams in the league.
We might have our ups and downs. We might have our bad performances, but can we get far back from Cameron Jerome? We're MK Dons in the league, 16th. How long has it took MK Dons to win an away game? 1 year, since 2019 September. So he can't say anything because Sunderland have only lost 2 games this season. I'm sorry, but Cameron Jerome, he's a brilliant striker. I love him. I think he's a brilliant striker. But I loved him like before, but now I'm not loving him so. I'm not loving him so much now.
I mean, his job is to play football.
Yeah.
And train.
Yes.
He should focus on playing.
But not drag a football team like Sunderland down.
And he should focus on trying to get the last bit, like the tiniest little bit of glimmer of hope he's got left at the end of his career.
Yes.
But obviously, he's an old man, 35 years old. He doesn't have much time left. Like, for a striker, if we're talking about a goalkeeper, 35, maybe you've got around 2 or 3 years left in you. As a 35-year-old striker, you've got 1 year.
Yeah.
Max.
Yeah.
Like, you should focus on trying to see that he's got a good end to his career. Maybe a good end to his career is firing MK Dons back into the championship. Not focusing on
But I just want to know why. I just want to know why. Why is he done? Why is he put that on social media? I mean, I only saw it because you sent me it, and I was reading it, and I thought, and what do you want to send you about? Yeah, he's right. But then I thought about it, and I read it over and over again. I thought, are you really putting that on social media where everybody in the world can see what you've done? Like, yes, I keep saying he's right about an average club. Yes, I understand where he's coming from, but keep it inside. You don't spread it across social media and all everywhere else because you're dragging us down. There's so much negativity about the club already. We don't need any more negativity, and we need positives. And Cameron Jerome has just dragged Sunderland Football Club right down the shreds. And I think Phil Parkinson and Stuart Donald reading this is not going to make life any better for Sunderland. He's not going to make him any better now. Sunderland Football Club is not going to be better if they're reading stuff like that from players putting on social media.
Plus, what effect will that have on the players? The players' mentality would probably be like, oh, God, like, a fellow player from a MK Dons team, they're literally like, oh, if we get beaten by MK Dons and Cameron Jerome saying this about us, like,
yeah.
That also on the flip side, you could also have a resurgence in Sunderland this year. Like, we are out here to prove that we are not just we don't want to be known as this bang average League One team. We want to go and be known as this team who used to be a bang average team.
Yeah.
We're now a championship team, and now
definitely
we're back to the Premier League.
But the thing is, right, I just don't. Where's the mentality come from? I mean, to put a quote on like that, and you know, I'm going to read some actually responses he's got on Cameron Jerome speaking out. So this is on Chronicle Live here. So Cameron Jerome has aimed a brutal attack. Oh, stupid. Right. So it says here, Cameron Jerome has aimed a brutal attack on Sunderland after scoring in MK Dons 2-1 win over Black Cats. The 34-year-old equalised 4 minutes after Max Powell's opener for Sunderland on Saturday before Scott Fraser's penalty shortly after half-time gave MK Dons the victory. It was the Black Cats' third defeat in a row in all competitions, although the loss brought to an end a 3-match unbeaten streak in League One. Defeat saw Phil Parkinson's side remain 6 as they failed to take advantage of teams above them not playing. Post-match Jerome posted criticism of Sunderland on social media in a now deleted tweet. Don't often tweet, but let me throw something out there. Maybe a nibble, maybe tongue in a cheek. This is what Jerome, what he quoted. Poor side with the average players for League One. It's time to accept you're now a bang average League One team now. Glory days have gone. Let it go, Sunderland Football Club. And there's been millions and millions and millions of people that have deleted his tweet. Millions.
Right. Yeah, you've just summed it up there. Like,
I mean, how can he in a million? How can he in a million years? Cameron Jerome has aimed a brutal. How can he aim a brutal attack on Sunderland? That is not a nice person. I'm sorry, but
yeah,
I've never seen a player that scored a goal against Sunderland and then the following day they've aimed a brutal attack on Sunderland Football Club and dragged them down only because Cameron Jerome scored against Sunderland on Saturday. But really, do you have to do this? Really? Like, what's he trying to get from this? What's he trying to get from it? Like, I don't understand.
If he's trying to get publicity and fame, he's done that. But if he's trying to if he's trying to do this just because he's trying to get the attention of the Newcastle fans, which, to be honest, I think he's totally doing there. He's literally like, oh, you know what? Newcastle fans are going to love me if I just absolutely just mug off Sunderland, right? He's trying to do that, but the thing is,
do you know what he's tweeted at the end of his tweet, right? So this is what he said. He said, don't often tweet, but let me throw something out there. Then the next thing he's put at the end of his tweet, maybe a nibble, maybe a tongue in a cheek, poor side with average players for the league. So explain that.
Yeah, it's just like.
So basically, he's saying, "Oh, Sunderland not even good enough to be in League One." Yeah, that's what he's trying to say. He's trying to say that Sunderland shouldn't even be in League. Like they should like they're not good enough to be in League One. They should be like in League Two or something like that. That's what he's trying to say.
He's trying to say like, "Oh, you're nowhere near good enough to be national."
And I'm sorry, but he has just really, really, really done something wrong. He's really done something that it's disrespectful. It's really he's gone out of hand with it, and I really don't think he's going to get anything good from doing this. One, what's he going to get good from doing this? From tweeting something that's, that's really, really like, if Southern fans are reading this right now, and I'm feeling like someone's hit me with a knife through my heart right now, because he's even put poor side with average players for the league. It's time to accept you're now a bang average League One team now. And then what got me was maybe a nibble, maybe tongue in cheek, poor side with average players for the league. That's what really got me.
The thing is, you haven't got poor players for the league. You've really got some good players like Benningu.
Yeah.
Considered one of the best players in the whole league.
I'd admit, like, me and Liam were just discussing this player that Cameron Jerome, it was an MK Dons player, and he scored against Sunderland on Saturday. And this is what he's tweeted, right? He's tweeted this. Don't often tweet, but let me throw something out there. Maybe a nibble, maybe tongue in cheek. Sunderland v MK Dons, poor side with average players for the league. It's time to accept you're now a bang average League One team. Now glory days have gone. Let it go. Sunderland shite, Joseph. Well, yes, we are, maybe. But Cameron Jerome should never tweeted that on social media so the Sunderland fans can read it. He should never have done that.
He should have known better. Like, he's 35 years old. He's a veteran of this. He's a seasoned.
No, I'm not watching I'm a celeb lad. Adam, I can't be bothered to watch that. I'd rather be discussing this. What we're discussing now.
I'll watch it on catch up.
Yeah, catch up, mate. How can Sunderland get beat against MK Dons? I don't know. We've been discussing this for the past hour, mate. I don't know how, but we're discussing now about what Cameron Jerome has just done to the Sunderland fans and the club, and to Stuart Donald and to Phil Parkinson. That's what we're discussing. Like, I just feel like I really feel like Will Grigg should have scored again. Yes, I know. We've been discussing that for the past hour. I don't know. He could have won us the game. Yeah, we know.
Should there, like, I'm not, is this going too far, but should there be a fine if you miss a really, really, like, bad goal?
Yeah,
like,
Will Grigg should be fined £10,000 for missing an open goal that could have led Sunderland to a draw against the mighty MK Dons, or 3 points against MK Dons, and we could have gone third in the league and maybe second with joint with Hull City. But no, Will Grigg missed an open goal from 2 yards. The goalkeeper was nowhere to be seen, and the goal was gaping, and the net was going to rip off Will Grigg's shot. But no, Will Grigg completely missed the ball. He went into the net and he hurt himself. Congratulations, Will Grigg. You are the man for Sunderland Football Club. You've let us down. We got a bit of MK Dons, and now we've got Cameron Jerome on our back, describing Sunderland Football Club and taking the mick out of us. Well done, Will Grigg. I'm going to give you £10,000 for missing open goal. And there you go, Will Grigg. I hope you enjoy your weekend and the rest of your week. And I hope Will Grigg's reading this and saying, "Oh, sorry, I'm sorry, Sunderland fans. I'm sorry. I'm going to sacrifice everything." Oh, yeah, you are, Will Grigg. We were sitting there on the couch with your cup of tea and a biscuit, with your feet up, and you'd be laughing your head off that you could score from 2 yards against MK Dons. Congratulations, Will Grigg. You are the man.
Best striker to ever play football.
Right, Maguire should have started. Yeah, he did. Chris Maguire did start. He just had a poor game. Had a really quiet game, Chris Maguire did. He hasn't been the same this season, actually. Hasn't been the same. But yes, I think Cameron Jerome should get a fine for this, you know.
No.
He should either get a fine.
Clearly obvious open goal.
Yeah. But Cameron Jerome should get a fine or a ban off social media. That's what he should get.
There, mate. Like, you can't be saying comments. I know, like.
He's right in some point. He is right in some point. But you never tweet that on social media. Never.
Yeah, like.
Do you not, mate? I thought you did. Weird. Well, that's why Pottington needs to go out because he's rubbish. Yeah, mate, I totally agree. But you're going to laugh at me, right? I'm going to do what I just did before, right? So, Will Grigg, on Saturday, we played MK Dons at home, 3 o'clock kickoff, and can Sunderland get back to winning ways to move up the league in 3rd place, maybe 2nd, if Hull City drop points against Burton Albion, sorry. Well, so, 12 minutes in, Max Power puts us in the league with a banging goal. And unfortunately, we have to shout out this man. Cameron Jerome got the equaliser for MK Dons. 1-1. Half time. It's Sunderland 1, MK Dons 1 at the Stadium of Light. Sunderland going to drop points? Yes, maybe. I don't know. The second half, 47 minutes. Oh dear, we conceded a penalty, and Scott Fraser puts it in the back of the net. And the thing you really want to hear is, Will Grigg missed from 2 yards in the 6-yard box. Wow, well, we've never heard it. We've never heard it, mate. We've never heard it. We've heard it all last season. Will Grigg missed from 2 yards. He missed an open goal. Yes, we've heard it every single season that Will Grigg missed a goal. We hear it every single year. It's not going to be the same. Will Grigg is a pile of poo, and he can go somewhere else because I've fed up of Will Grigg not scoring goals and clearly not scoring a goal from bloody yard out. He was a yard out from goal in the 6-yard box, and he couldn't even put it in the back of the net. And the funny thing was, he actually went through the net. He literally missed the ball and slid into the net.
Oh, yeah, and then he was just
and literally, he had his knee. This is what he did. This is what he did, right? He was like this. Yeah, he was like that. Yeah, you should be, mate, Will Grigg. You shouldn't be doing that. You should be absolutely embarrassed with yourself. That you could, Cameron Jerome will be probably laughing with what Will Grigg, how he missed that. Cameron Jerome will be probably laughing at Will Grigg's miss. And I don't blame him because I even laughed at his miss. He couldn't even miss from, he missed from a yard. He literally missed. He was in the goal. All he had to do is literally roll the ball in the net from like a yard. Yeah, that's how I feel. It was Viking Green. Yes, I know. It was Viking Green up front on Saturday, but two of them are useless. Actually, I can't say what was useless because actually he worked hard. He held up the ball really well. Got others into play. But Will Grigg, honestly, was shocking. They never play Will. Never play Will Grigg up front again. Please. I can't have this trauma again. I cannot have this pain again that he is missing another sitter in front of the goal. I can't, honestly. It's too painful to see and to watch. Jerome wouldn't have scored if Dion Sanderson was on the pitch because Dion Sanderson is the same height as Jerome. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah. It's embarrassing how we got beat from MK. Yes, I know it's embarrassing we got beat off MK, but what's your thoughts about Cameron Jerome's tweet on social media? That's what we want to know. Because me and Liam we think it's wrong what he's done. Yeah. Yeah, God. Like, I don't know. Like, I mean, if the MK Don, right, if his teammates are seeing this on his social media, I wonder what they're thinking about it.
They're going to be literally like, it's our teammate, like, that's okay, we kind of agree with him, but then literally some people are going to be like, inside, you know, someone needs to go to them, like, Cameron.
Someone needs to talk, someone needs to put sense in his head, and someone needs to really talk to him, because, do you know what? I think all Sunderland fans should fight. I think all Sunderland fans should fight him, mate. Yes, I agree. We should get a big, massive crowd, and we should go to his house, and we should knock him out for what he's done. Yeah, I do agree. Yeah. Like, do you know what the frustrating thing is? I know. I think that was a bit.
An angry mob of Sunderland fans.
No, I know that seemed a bit nasty, me saying that, but mate, for doing that, dragging Sunderland football down even more after the horrible defeat on Saturday is terrible. And and when Phil Pottinson's so under pressure at Sunderland, Phil Pottinson doesn't need that on he doesn't need to listen to that on social media. He needs positivity. He doesn't need that. And it's definitely Stuart Donald does not need that as well, because he's already been having death threats, Stuart Donald, and people coming to his house, and he's been getting police on them. So Sunderland don't need any more background negativity. So yeah, that's my point of view on it. I think it's wrong. Yeah, definitely wrong. I definitely agree. And actually, I asked my dad, this question. I actually showed him the tweet, and do you know what he said?
What did he say about it?
Right. My dad said it wasn't wrong what he did, right? He said that, yes, he is right. We are average League One team and we won't get promoted this season. All right, Dad, fair enough. And then he said, and I said that, well, he shouldn't be doing that. He should be putting that on social media. He said, well, he's done nothing wrong. He hasn't threatened anybody. I'm thinking, what? Like, what are you going on about? Like, Cameron Jerome is literally just taking you know what? He's just like dragged Sunderland down, like into a hole. You know what I mean?
Yeah, 100%. Like,
and then my dad's saying, "Oh nah, he hasn't threatened anybody." Like, yes, he's right, but yes, he might be right, but you don't put that on social media. You never do.
Like, keep your thoughts to yourself.
Yeah, keep your views to yourself, and that's it. Yeah, you don't like go and do that. Put that on. I mean, like, only because he scored. Only because he only did this, because he scored against Sunderland on Saturday. He wouldn't have done it he wouldn't have done that if he didn't score. I'm telling you now.
Yeah, 100%. If he didn't score against Sunderland, he would be like,
he wouldn't have done that. Yeah, he wouldn't.
Because he scored against Sunderland, he's like, you know what? I'm going to have to work hard here. I'm going to put this tweet on literally like, because we want to get Sunderland.
Yeah, exactly. And you know what, right? If he did that, right? If he did that on Friday night, right, and Sunderland played Saturday, the mountain of stick he would have got on Saturday, literally, he would have got abused by the Sunderland fans. He would have wanted to hide Cameron Jerome if he was on that pitch with the Sunderland fans around him. He wouldn't have wanted to be on that pitch.
The thing is, if fans are allowed back and he's still playing for MK next year,
There's gonna be something there. Oh my god, I can't wait to see that when Cameron Jerome's on that pitch and Sunderland playing them. Oh, honestly, I don't want to play them next season, but we probably will be. So yeah, we'll have to wait and see.
But would it be for him to play though? Would Sunderland be able to say we can 100% guarantee that Cameron Jerome won't get hurt of these comments? He's at his minute.
Well, he deserves he deserves that. I'm not being horrible, Liam, but he does deserve he deserves something for doing that. He really does.
You don't want to do anything.
Yeah, I don't want to do anything wrong. Like go and beat him up like 1,000 times. No, don't do that. He just needs some. He just needs some sort of punishing for doing that.
Yeah. The thing is, if you go and say something about his race, of course BLM's gonna get.
Oh, for God! I'm sick of that beer. Oh, for goodness sake! Honestly, they're still taking the knee, which is absolutely ridiculous. They're being taken the knee now. The knee
is needed because the knee is.
It shows you, it does show you that.
Two things about the knee: it's mocking the police officer. It's like making the police officer who committed the crime. It's making him more a mug. And two, if the players keep on taking the knee, it's going to get spread out to everywhere in the world because everyone in the world who's playing football professionally is taking the knee, and it really does help.
Yeah, it does. I agree. Yeah.
The promotion, no room for racism.
Yeah.
We need the Premier League, the Football League. We need to push for equality for everyone. F1 was doing it perfectly. F1 has just seemed to stop their equality. Like Lewis Hamilton.
What a legend! What a man!
He's a perfect example. He's done many things great in this pretty weird season in Formula One.
But didn't he? Yeah.
He's world titles. He's pushed for equality. He's single-handedly, just made equality more recognised.
Yeah.
But the video, they had a video in Formula One about Black Lives Matter. We didn't have a video before, and Lewis Hamilton pushed for that.
Yeah.
That's how big Lewis Hamilton of an inspiration he is.
Yeah.
People. He's the biggest push in all of this. He should be recognised.
Yeah. I agree with what you said. I think Lewis Hamilton is the perfect example. What you want is a sportsmanship. I mean, he's a respectful man. He's honest. He'll say what he believes in, and I know didn't he? Oh, what was because didn't he wear a top in Formula One and he was getting abuse from it? He was getting abuse from it, wasn't he?
Yeah, but I hated him. I went with He is promoting something which is relevant because Ayana Lee got shot by a cop. It's ridiculous.
Nobody should be getting shot by a policeman. Yeah.
Just because of skin colour. It's ridiculous, man.
Yeah.
We're in 20. Come on.
Yeah. I do agree that this year has been really, really bad with all this coming with black people getting shot and the black person that this policeman put his knee on his neck and he couldn't breathe for 10 minutes and he was actually saying he couldn't breathe, but the policeman still had his knee on his neck. And I thought, even if he's a criminal, you should not kill him like that, in that way, in that manner.
It's an absolute disgrace.
It's shocking. Even if George Floyd was a criminal, which he was, yes, he's a bad man. Yes, he shouldn't have died though. Yes, he got consequences, prison for a life or how long. But you never, never, never should put a knee onto his neck like that. Never. Even if he's the worst criminal in the whole entire world, you should never kill someone like that in pain like that. No way.
100%.
I mean, he was even. I saw the footage on Instagram, and he even said, "I can't breathe," and the policeman still had his knee on his neck.
Like, what right does that police officer have to take a single man?
Do you know what the worst part is, Liam? He didn't even know he's a criminal, so he could have killed anyone.
Yeah, that's the weird thing.
So he didn't know that George Floyd was a criminal. Only after when he killed him, what the policeman said when he killed him. Oh, I'm so relieved. I've killed a criminal. I'm a savior. Well, yeah, you caught the man, which was good. Yes, and if he took him to prison and you found out he was guilty, yes, lock him in a cell. But you should never kill somebody like that. If you don't know that someone's a criminal, then don't kill them. Only if you 100% know, then maybe yes, but don't if you don't know.
Yeah, like 100% agree with you. Like, the thing is, like, I disagree with your point. Like, when you say like, oh, we don't need to take the knee, but if everyone takes the knee,
yeah,
this would be more represented and more people would be like,
yeah, I do agree. Yeah,
I know that.
Yeah. Yeah, I do agree, and I know I said take the knee should stop, but I've actually realised and I thought about it, and I thought, yeah, it's good because it's spreading the word, like, to the community and to the world that there's something important that we have to learn and teach young people. Like, it's something that, like, we have to step aside and think about, like, because, like, the protests in America, in Manchester and Liverpool for these Black Lives Matter thing, it was crazy what was going on. Statues were getting knocked down and all sorts. And I thought, no, that shouldn't happen. If you're protesting, protest for one thing.
I agree with all the Black Lives Matter and all that, but
yeah,
no way we should.
But you shouldn't. I mean, protest is when you protest against something that you're thoroughly against. Yes.
Knocking statues of.
Yes, but don't as well. Don't go and destroy the world and bring down statues that cost thousands and thousands of pounds to build. If you in a protest for something you're against and protest that one thing, don't go out and do something stupid like pull a statue down and, like, you know, and burn a statue, and all the things that people did was just it was they're not. That's what you call people aren't decent people.
The thing is, why would we go pull down a statue of Winston Churchill? Winston Churchill, basically, he was elected as Prime Minister and he got us World War II.
Yeah.
Like, he helped us win World War II. And then 70 odd years later, we go pull down a statue. No, I'm all up for Black Lives Matter. I'm all up for
the same.
Movement.
Yeah.
But no way we should be breaking down.
No way. It's wrong in every way, and I feel like this year has been such a crap year. There's never been one positive thing in this year. And to be honest, right, when it was lockdown and people were going out and, like, protesting, yes, they were breaking the rules, but there was something positivity come out of it because they want to show the world that we need to, you know, think about this and teach young people and really think about this should never happen to black people.
Yeah.
They should get treated. Everybody should get treated the same. Everyone should be treated equally. And I know people are breaking lockdown rules, but in some sort they were trying to teach people across the world that there's something we need to, like, focus on and, like, you know.
Personally, yes, it's bad, of course, at the breaking.
Yeah, but in another way, it's not, because they are trying to promote something it's been happening this year, and it's something that we all need to like, you know. So yeah, I think, yeah, it was wrong, but in a sense, they're doing something that's, like, we all need to, like, you know, yeah. So yeah, but yeah, I just feel like, obviously tomorrow we'll find out more about Jerome, but I just hope that he gets some consequences for doing that. I really do.
Yeah, he shouldn't get away with it. I think he should get.
No, Not
Maybe
not during that last sentence. That last sentence I told you about. What was it? But I thought that was the worst out of everything he put down. That last bit at the end.
Yeah, where he basically says, "Who are players?
Yeah.
Average."
Yeah.
Suicide,
So basically, what Cameron Jerome's doing is he's bullying the players to say that they're crap, they're useless, they're worthless. Like that's what he's doing. Parky out. Parky out. Yeah, mate. Parky definitely out. Yeah, I think Cameron Jerome is like bullied them. He's bullied the Southern players. He's lowered them on confidence. I think he's lowered them on confidence. He's saying that all Southern players are terrible. They're worthless. They're useless. They're like they shouldn't even be played in this league. Like you know what I mean?
Like Cameron Jerome doesn't understand because personally, I don't know if this is true, but he's not one of the fittest players ever.
No. No.
I personally he
exactly. Do you know what the point that Joseph Billingsley he just made a brilliant point here. MK has more worst players than us. Exactly, mate. You're right. He talks too much shit. Yeah, we know he does. So what Cameron Jerome's saying is that MK Dons have got one of the best teams in the league, and we're like, oh yeah, we've got the best players, better than Sunderland. We got the best team, we've got the best manager. Well, I'm sorry, Cameron Jerome, but MK Dons are 16th in the league. It took them a year to win an away game. They've got the worst defensive record in the league. They've conceded the most goals. So well done, Cameron Jerome. Well done. You're getting it Sunderland, but we can get back at MK Dons, and you say, well, Cameron Jerome, mate, you're not even in the top 6. You're in the relegation zone. You've got the worst defense in the league. You scored the least goals. How about that? You know what I mean? MK is crap. Yeah, mate. Especially what Cameron Jerome's done. Yeah.
Could you and Joseph, who's in the comments, in the live, could you two agree with me and say, I'm going to say this. If you beat MK Dons away from home, that's going to be an absolutely
yes.
It's going to feel like an absolute brilliant win.
Right. So Joseph, Liam said, Joseph, so when we play MK Dons away and we beat them, it's going to be one of the best wins of the season. Do you agree? I agree. Literally, I would even make a live stream and say, oh, well done, Cameron Jerome. We beat you 5-0, mate, away. Happy days. How are you feeling now? He said, yeah, I do.
Yeah,
don't you worry, Liam. We'll get our back. We'll beat MK Dons. Don't you worry about that away. We'll beat them there.
Yeah, I personally think you will as well.
Well, we hope so. But if Cameron Jerome's playing, I know this has been a bit nasty, but I hope someone snaps him.
Oh no, you're not being too nasty there. I think you'd be
I hope. Do you know who I hope snaps him? Luke. Oh, the best player for Sunderland to snap someone is Luke O'Nien. He will snap him in half if he gets that. If he slide, have you seen Luke O'Nien slide tackle before?
No,
Luke O'Nien. If Luke O'Nien, I've watched Luke O'Nien slide tackle before. Oh my god. Literally, I thought every time he slide tackle someone, he's going to injure them, really badly injure them. And that's why I hope he'll go on Cameron Jerome. I hope he slides tackles them. Actually, yes.
I think one of the hardest tacklers in your team is because he was absolutely.
He's a beast. He's a beast.
He was getting harassed by them.
Right, so Joseph Billingsley has said Sunderland are better away from home. Yes, he's right. We are still unbeaten from home.
That is very impressive.
We've lost 2 at home, and we've lost 2 at home and lost 0 away.
That is pretty impressive, right?
Yeah.
To still be unbeaten away from home, even in this point in the season.
Yeah. So basically, it's not all bad. We still are unbeaten, just away from home.
Yeah, I think that's a good that has literally
when Sunderland plays MK Dons away, we need. Yes, definitely, mate. Definitely start Dion Sanderson. Very good player.
One of the only teams in the whole of the 4 major leagues to still unbeaten.
Yeah.
Away.
Yeah.
That's impressive. That's really impressive.
But do you know what? That can actually win us the league, you know. If we keep our away form unbeaten and and have a good home form as well, but have our away form keeping that good, we can get a promotion easy.
Yeah, 100%.
So we play Doncaster Rovers next weekend away. So Doncaster Rovers are in the top 6, I think.
On paper, if they're in the top 6, that could prove to be maybe a challenging game.
I mean,
to win that.
Yeah, that is a challenging game. Darren Moore, the manager for Doncaster Rovers. So if we beat Doncaster next week, that just shows you we've still got a good away form.
You've got to beat Doncaster.
Yeah, that's actually one of the most important games of the season. If we get beat again, honestly, we're going to be dropping down the league.
I'm going to be truly honest, mate.
I know, mate. It's disappointing, mate. I know. Unfortunately, it's disappointing, but you can't do anything about it now. He just said, Joseph, he just said, if Sunderland beat MK Dons this day, we would have went second, not third. I know, very disappointing, but you got to just take it as it is. Unfortunately,
I'll tell you what. If you don't beat Doncaster, your morale's gonna go down, and that could be the end of your promotion.
Yeah,
and maybe
I was wrong actually, mate. Doncaster are 10th in the league.
You cannot underestimate at all Doncaster.
No, definitely not. No chance.
Not just Marquise anymore. Portsmouth, they could still be a threat.
No, they are. Doncaster are a very good team. I mean, I remember when they beat Portsmouth at home and they beat Lincoln at home and they beat Ipswich. I mean, they're a very good side, and this was why we had to beat MK Dons, because we could have gone second, only a point behind Peterborough. And even if we got a draw at Doncaster Rovers, that would have been a good result.
Yeah.
But now we can't draw because that's no good. We have to win. So if we beat MK Dons at home, that would have been a boost because we would have gone second, only a point behind Peterborough with the game in hand as well, remember. And if we got a draw at Doncaster Rovers, we would have been in good shape, really good shape.
Joseph makes an absolutely brilliant point here. Don't get Sunderland can win.
Beat Ipswich, but not MK. I know, mate. Honestly, I watched that as well, and we were unbelievable against Ipswich. We were dominant throughout, and I thought, yeah, Sunderland are going to be MK Dons after that Ipswich win at home. But the funny thing is, football is a weird game. You don't know how teams are going to play. You just don't know how teams are going to perform on the day. And MK Dons performed on the day, and we didn't, unfortunately.
I totally agree with him,
I do, yeah. I do.
Also, we have only lost 2 games so far. So 4, but I think he's basically just saying you lost against Mansfield, you lost against...
FA Cup, yeah, poor result that was.
MK, and then you lost against...
Thing is, though, right, I listened to the MK game, and I really have to give it to MK Dons for coming to Stadium of Light. Haven't won a away game for a year now, and they really took it to Sunderland, and I really do give them credit for that.
You've got respect for the whole team.
I've got respect for any. I've got respect for any team that plays against Sunderland. Any team that comes to Sunderland, I have respect for.
Right, because let me tell you, in a packed stadium alive.
Oh, what a venue to be at if that's packed.
I've won tickets through primary school to go see 2 games at the Stadium alive. One against West Ham and one against Burnley. Yeah. I've got to tell you, it's a great stadium. I've got to be truly honest.
It's not a League One stadium, that is for sure.
100%, not a League One stadium. It's a Premier League.
One of the biggest stadiums in League One and the Championship put together, and maybe half the teams in the Premier League, and we're still playing MK Dons at bloody home. Ridiculous.
46,000. I know.
Yeah. Well, we've got the 10th biggest stadium in the world.
That is pretty.
And we're playing in the 3rd tier of English football. 3rd tier.
the thing is, because your stadium's so big, you're not getting that
fan base. We're not getting the fan base in, and you know what though, Sunderland, right? When we've been playing like in home in League One, we've still had 35,500 against. We've had 35,500. We're playing against AFC Wimbledon and Burton Albion, and we're getting 35,500 in the ground.
Yeah,
you can't beat that for any club. You really can't. The support at Sunderland is incredible, and the Sunderland fans deserve better because away, home, and away, they brought the fans to the stadiums. They fully supported the boys away and home, and I really feel for us as a Sunderland fan because we always have the boys back. Like we always and we're not getting like anything back from it. We're not getting any that we deserve. Sunderland fans deserve some some silverware, something to cheer about, and we're not getting that.
Trophy.
Yeah, that's what Sunderland fans deserve a trophy more than the players do because Sunderland fans literally. When we won the championship and we were getting beat week in, week out, every single game, bottom of the championship, only 10 points, only won 2 games in the whole of 20. What year was it? The championship, 2017. Only won 2 games in that full year at home, and we still brought fans into the stadium. We still had 26 and a half. We still had 26 and a half people in the stadium. And we were singing our hearts out. We were getting behind the boys. And this is when we were getting beat 4-0 or 5-0 every single home game. And we were bottom of the league, but we were still believing in the players. And what did we get for it? Nothing. We got relegated again to League One. And the same in League One, we had fully support with the boys. And we had the crowd was unbelievable. But we still didn't get any success. And we deserve it. Sunderland
Someone need to bring Defoe back.
Yes, 150%. We need, yes, definitely. I would take Jermaine Defoe any day of the week. Any day of the week, I would take him. Jermaine Defoe, if he came back to Sunderland, we would win League One from now. If Jermaine Defoe came in January, we would fly in that league. If he came, imagine the pivot.
The budget getting back.
Yeah.
Or would it be too much for you?
I think the problem is, right, I don't know whether Defoe would come on a loan, like a season-long loan.
But the thing is, his main task in his career right now is to guide Rangers to that elusive.
Yeah. We couldn't afford him. No, we couldn't afford his wages, unfortunately, in League One. Championship, yes, but League One, no, unfortunately. But you know what the pivotal point is in the Sunderland that turned? Josh Maja leaving Sunderland. If Maja stayed in that championships, in that League One season, we would have got promoted because Maja was scoring every single week for Sunderland, and we were doing so well, and we would have got up that season if we kept Josh Maja, but we never, so...
Didn't he go to Bordeaux?
Yes. Yeah, he did go to Bordeaux, yeah. Yeah. It's for more money. Yeah.
The thing is, he was obviously going to leave if he was
because staying in League One for nothing. But the thing is, though, Maja, he left in the middle of the season when he was scoring. I mean, if Maja, stayed all season, he could have had 25 goals in one season. I mean, he could have got us up, and we would probably be playing the Championship now. We'd probably be still the Championship now.
Yeah,
I think that's the turning. I think that's the turning point because in Sunderland's
much better than the Prem.
Yeah, but I think Maja leaving was a turning point because when Maja left, a couple of games after that, no one could score. No one could score because they always relied on Maja to score the goals.
When you had George Honeyman.
Oh, he's got in a hole now.
Yeah, but let's just say back was it in your first League One season?
Yeah, yes.
Honeyman.
Yeah, Honeyman was good. Yeah, I liked Honeyman.
But I think it was the first season you couldn't get back.
That was the first season we got in the playoff final.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
He just abandoned ship and went Hull City, and then
Yeah.
what's happened to Hull City?
I know, but I'd rather be Hull. I'd rather George Honeyman be. Yeah, I'd rather George Honeyman be at Hull City than Sunderland, because Hull City are flying in League One, flying.
But you could be missing his
creativity? Yeah,
that's what he brings.
Yeah, he brings energy, doesn't he, in the team? Yeah, he's a worker. He works hard. I mean, like when I watched George Honeyman against Bury when they were actually alive in the cup match. That was the first game he played, and George Honeyman scored a hat trick. It was 3-1. And what a debut for George Honeyman it was. I mean, he played unbelievable, and that was the start of his career that day. And that was the best. That's what made Honeyman. I mean, he's a very good player, and on his day, I think he could be one of the best players in the Championship and in League One.
Yeah, even though he's at Hull,
I think he's been playing well at Hull. I think he's settling the team really well.
Don't just say just because Hull.
No. I'm being honest. I'm being this has come from my. I'm being honest. I think George Honeyman, when he went to Hull, okay, that's his decision. I mean, he went to Hull because he didn't want to stay at Sunderland, which is fair enough. But I think he's got to Hull, and I think he's improved Hull, because I've watched Hull many times this season on EFL, and Honeyman is always been in the mix of things, always been in around the goals for Hull, and I think he's improved Hull City massively.
Yeah, 100%.
And I'm not saying that because Hull City are better than Sunderland in the league. I'm just saying that is a personal opinion that George Honeyman is at the right club now. He's found his club, and I think he's enjoying his football more than he did at Sunderland last season.
Yeah, because maybe he's just got maybe because he didn't. I'm not saying this to offend Sunderland.
No, don't worry. Yeah.
Maybe he wanted I don't really want to stay here. I want to go somewhere new. I've got a new vibe.
Yeah.
And I'm enjoying it.
Yeah.
And I mean, no offense. That's me. Just maybe thinking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the thing that really, really the thing about Sunderland is the pivotal moment in Sunderland's a couple of years in League One was Madger leaving. By far, that turned on its head when Madger left by miles. And the second thing is that obviously the owners, Ellis Short, he's dragged us down into this position because Ellis Short did not back the club once when he was there. He did not back the club once. He had money. He had money in his back pocket, and he never once gave it to to Jack Ross to spend and strengthen the squad. And if Ellis Short backed up Jack Ross and strengthened the squad, we wouldn't be in this position right now.
Yeah,
And thirdly, the last one is that we sacked Jack Ross. It was the wrong idea. We should never have sacked Jack Ross. I know he was awful, because of the end of last season, but he wasn't getting backed by the owner, and that makes a difference. If you're not backed by the owner, then it's very hard to drag up performances from your team. If the average, if Ellis Short gave Jack Ross money to spend to strengthen the squad, Jack Ross would be still a Sunderland manager right now, and probably in the Championship, or maybe being up the Championship table. You know what I mean?
Yeah, trying to press for the Premier League.
Yeah, I don't think we should have sacked Jack Ross. I think it was the wrong idea, and I don't think we should have brought in Phil Parkinson. Do you know Phil Parkinson was the last odd to come to Sunderland manager?
I mean, is it me or you just telling me that? It shows you're desperate.
Yeah, that's it. Because Phil Parkinson was way down the odds to become a Sunderland manager, and somehow he got in. Somehow he got in, and I don't know what's going on there because Phil Parkinson isn't the right man, and he hasn't been the right man since he's come in. I know he got Bolton up from League Two to League One to Championship, and he worked wonders with his team, team he had. But since he's coming to Sunderland, he's been useless. His tactics have been wrong. He changes the team every single week. He makes the wrong changes. I mean, it's like I say, he put Remy Matthews in goal instead of Lee Burge. He left Chris Maguire out. He put Gooch in midfield with Max Power, which was a totally wrong idea because Gooch is in the wrong position anyway. So Phil Parkinson doesn't even know his own players where they play. He has no idea what he's doing. He has no idea. And this is why Gus Poyet will be the right man because he's been there before with Sunderland. He's been there before as a Sunderland manager. And he knows the club well. And I think he'll be the perfect man again.
Yeah, 100%. Like, Gus Poyet was like, he would be a good manager to come back in Sunderland, build them back up. If he comes in this season, gets you into the playoffs.
I would.
No, you don't want the playoffs, but if he gets you into the playoffs,
that's a brilliant start. Yeah. If Gus but the thing is though, Liam, Sunderland are so slow with making decisions, especially from Stuart Donald. He takes ages to make a decision, and apparently he's still going to backfill Parkinson. And
When?
Like, apparently, it was on social media when all the fans saying, like, oh, what the sack Phil Parkinson. But Stuart Donald said, out of the blue, no, we're going to still keep Phil Parkinson. We've got full support. We'll have a Phil Parkinson as a manager. Full support, mate. We've never even seen you speak. We've never seen Stuart Donald say one word since the start of when he came into the job. He's never said one word since then to his supporters. He's hidden all this time, and we don't know what he's been doing behind the scenes. I really don't know.
He's going to backfill Parkinson.
He hasn't got the money. Stuart Donald is not the right owner. He hasn't got the money to backfill Parkinson. And to be honest with you, Stuart Donald doesn't care about the club, because if he cared about the club that much, he will be speaking out after that defeat against MK Dons. He'll be speaking out and saying, "Oh yes, we got full backing of Phil Parkinson. I'm sorry about this result. We will try and go upwards instead of going backwards again, and we'll try and get the club to move forward." But you know what? When Stuart Donald came in, I really had his word. He said, when he came into the job, "I love this club. I've always wanted to own this club. I'm going to have the full support with Jack Ross. I'm going to bring money into the club to strengthen the squad." Did he do that? Nope. He did not do that once in his first season. And when we got to the playoff final, when we lost the playoff final, Stuart Donald, we did not hear him once after when we lost the playoff final, because you know why? He didn't care. He wanted to get promoted in his first season as an owner of that club, and it never happened. And now he's just lost his love and will to support for the club.
The thing is, like, I don't like. You did a stream the other day. I don't like about you owners. Is William Story the you owner of Sunderland?
No, that was Did you watch what was it you watched? Oh, when I did that live about Parky Out.
Can I just say, if it was William Story,
no,
how could you? Like, I know he's not the you owner, of course, but if let's just go into an alternative universe that it was William Story.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Could you guarantee that William Story could be the right owner? Because I know you watch F1.
Mm-hmm.
Look what he did with Haas.
Yeah, he brought millions and millions of pounds into Haas, and he's. I mean, there was rumours about William's story, but Liam, they weren't real. It wasn't real. It was fake rumours about William's story, and apparently William's story said, "Oh, I want to own Sunderland Football Club. I want to bring money in," but that was never true. That was not once ever true, and I would love William's Story in the club, but I don't think he'll come. I don't think William's Story will come. But there is these new owners. Did you watch my live the other day when I said these new ex-Marseille owners might be coming in, the father and son?
Could be huge.
Yeah. And will it happen? I don't know. I don't know if it'll happen or not, but I hope it does, because we need a big change right now, because you can't stick with Stuart Donald anymore, because we're not going up. we're going down again, and that's not what Sunderland need anymore. We've been down that route so many times, and we don't want to go back in that route anymore. We need to look up, and Stuart Donald has crushed Sunderland again, and I'm not happy with Stuart Donald because he promised Sunderland fans when he came in that he would do this and do that, and he's never done that once.
Like, if there was just a sudden announcement like, breaking news, William Stottery is the new owner of Sunderland Association Football.
Yeah.
You would be like, oh, get in there, he's going to back us all the way.
Yeah.
But said about his experience with, how do you know he's not?
Yeah, exactly. But we've never, Liam, this is the problem with Sunderland. We've never once had owners that have backed our managers up. Even in the Premier League, we never had our owner that was backing up our manager. And that's why Gus Poyet worked absolute miracles to keep us up in the Premier League, because he didn't get backed by Ellis Short. He never got any money to spend, but he did his job. He got Sunderland, and he kept them up in the Premier League. And I think Gus Poyet will be the right man in for the job, because he doesn't need to spend. He will work with his players and he will get the best out of them. And that's why I think Gus Poyet will be the right man for the job again.
Yeah, 100% agree with you.
None of this. Oh, Philip Cocu might be the man, or Gary Monk might be the man, or all these and Nigel Clough being the man. No. We want a manager that's already been at Sunderland and done well. We don't want these managers coming in that we don't know of. You know what I mean?
Not a good manager. Cocu would not be a good manager.
Gary Monk, yes, I would take Gary Monk any day because he's a good manager. But
I would think nothing wrong with Gary Monk.
He's a good young manager.
As a manager.
Or there was rumours about Eddie Howe.
No, no offence to Sunderland. Eddie Howe's more a Premier League manager. I don't mean that in an offensive way at all. I just don't think
he's the right man for League One. He's not a League One manager. Yeah, I understand. Yeah, because Eddie Howe is used to working with Premier League like stars, like quality players. You know what I mean?
Maybe you might want a project though.
Yeah.
Right? But I don't think Eddie Howe would happen.
No, I doubt it. I really doubt it. And if it did happen, wow. I mean, that would be awesome.
What a managerial appointment.
But, didn't you hear about Wayne Rooney? Because obviously Philip Cocu was that's why I mentioned him for, because he's been sacked for Derby. But apparently Wayne Rooney's going to be the manager for the rest of the season.
Crazy.
Yeah. I wonder how he'll do for Derby. I hope he does well.
They can't sack him because they signed him at
Yeah. But that's why I mentioned Philip Cocu, because there was rumours about Philip Cocu coming in the Sunderland team, but I don't want Philip Cocu. I don't want him, because if a manager gets sacked, he's been sacked for a reason, and I don't want a sacked manager coming to Sunderland. I really don't. We don't want that.
Because Cocu, even though Frank Lampard got the backing of his former club, Derby, Tamori, Mount, Harry Wilson from Liverpool.
Yeah.
Derby should have thrived off that excellent season and been really unlucky not to get promoted to the Premier League.
Yeah.
Of course, they lost Super Frank, which was a big loss. That was taking a dagger to the heart. But you're like, oh, Cocu, this is like a manager who should be getting us into the playoffs.
Yeah, definitely. But
it's disappointing.
Yeah.
It would be a disappointment to see Cocu get appointed. And
I just don't. I have respect for Philip Cocu, but he's done terrible for Derby. I don't want a manager like that to come into the Sunderland with that background. Like, I want a manager that's actually been to Sunderland before, being successful, and like Gus Poyet, I've been mentioned all that. I think he should be the man to come in by miles, by country miles, because he's been there, done it for Sunderland before. He's worked miracles. And everyone knows Gus Poyet, what he's done. So I think he'll be the right man. And Gus Poyet did say he wants to return it to the stadium lights. So, that's positive news.
That would be perfect. It's literally like you got a divorce, but then you're literally like, oh, can we get back together? Like,
yeah.
Like that.
Yeah, so yeah. obviously, do you know what? Before, because obviously, Cameron Jerome obviously obviously going back to him again, which I don't really want to, but now at the minute, because I can't even bear looking at him. But I think Cameron Jerome will be a perfect striker for Sunderland. I know he's old. I know he's 35, but he can still bang a 35-yarder into the back of the net. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, with these recent comments happening...
Yeah. As I say, the recent comments, I don't think they will want him in because what he's done, I don't think they'll want him in. But before he did all this, I would have had Cameron Jerome at Sunderland by miles.
Yeah, well,
because there was rumours of him actually coming to Sunderland when we're looking for a striker, but Derby just knocked it off, and he stayed at Derby for another season. Before he came to MK Dons.
Right. I'm just trying to think of maybe championship strikers who maybe would be willing to come down. I mean,
we were linked to a Sheffield Wednesday striker. Oh, what's his name? It's a weird name. It begins with an N.
What?
What's his name? New are you?
Right.
I think it was New are you. You know that tall. He's tall and he's massive, and I think it's New are you or someone.
Maybe you could come see him Fletcher.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about him. I would take Stephen Fletcher any day of the week.
Anyway, let's remember, he used to play for Sunderland.
Yes, I know. He was a brilliant player for Sunderland. Oh, yes. When Sunderland played Derby against Newcastle, Stephen Fletcher was the man. He was the man.
Yep.
And you know where Stephen Fletcher's gone now?
Right.
Stoke.
Maybe even a Ben Brereton.
He's gone to Stoke City now, you know. Stephen Fletcher.
He's banging it for Stoke. I believe he's doing actually okay.
Yeah, I think he's a brilliant. He's really good with his head as well, and that's what we need in our Sunderland side.
For some reason, I don't know if this would fit your play style because you cross the ball in for.
Yeah. That's why it will suit Stephen Fletcher more than Will Grigg, because Will Grigg, he can't header a ball. Grigg needs the ball at his feet. Stephen Fletcher, it doesn't matter. He can have the ball at his feet and score, and he can score with his head as well. So you know.
Yeah.
So that's.
What about Ben Brereton?
Yeah. I would take anyone right now. I would take any striker.
Yeah, because after he played for Newcastle.
Yeah. But
mate.
Yeah.
He's one of the top scorers in the whole nation.
Yeah, but you know who I would name at the minute? I would take any striker right now. It can't be as bad as Will Grigg is. I just get any striker in. Just get any striker in, and it can't be any worse than Will Grigg is. Honestly,
I was trying who could be worse than Will Grigg.
Who?
Joe Linton.
Oh God, no, we don't want Joe Linton. We definitely do not want Joe Linton.
You want to do a loan deal?
No. I don't want Joe Linton, thanks. No, thank you. 40 million from Hoffenheim. 40 million. And he's literally only scored goals against Oxford. And who was it? Oxford and Fleetwood Town. And honestly, he's awful. Yeah.
Yeah, let's not loan Joe.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, he hasn't proved a bit since last season.
This season he's been better, but still he's not scored.
He's a goal scorer, and he's just not scoring goals. That's his fact. Callum Wilson has come in for 20 million, and he's only scored 5 goals this season.
Yeah.
And that's what you call a striker, not someone from Hoffenheim that you buy that no one's heard of, and you pay 40 million for him.
Player, he likes to help create chances for his team.
Yeah.
He's not like a scorer.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, but I just feel like Joe Linton, 40 million, but then you've got Callum Wilson for Bournemouth for 20 million, half that price, and he's like the perfect striker for you, the perfect man in front.
Personally, we've been woeful. I don't like Maxi as a 10.
Nah.
He's not a striker. He's really not a striker.
Nah.
He's a winger. A winger's meant to be all tricky and.
Do you know what Maximin reminds me of? Maximan. Sorry, I pronounced it wrong. Max. You know what I mean. Do you know who I think he is? Like he plays like Wilfred Zaha.
Oh, Wilfred Zaha's a quality player.
And do you know who else he reminds me of? Traore for Wolves.
Yeah.
He's hard to get. Like Maximin, it's hard to get off the ball. Like he's so strong on the ball, Maximin.
Maybe he doesn't have the physicality
No.
of Adama Traore.
But Traore, Jesus Christ, what his muscles? Jeez, what does he have for his dinner? Honestly,
I know what he's on.
What?
He's on the Bayern Munich serum.
Oh yeah, of course. Akinfenwa as well. Akinfenwa's on there as well.
Yeah, because have you seen this?
Correct, yeah, yes, I've seen him. Jesus Christ, honestly, yeah, I've seen him. Bloody hell.
His muscles were literally like.
Yeah. But do you know Traore though? He was actually born with big muscles.
Apparently, like every like report is like, do you lift weights? And literally like, no, I don't. Like,
yeah.
That's a crazy bit.
Yeah, so it's like, yeah, so, I mean, obviously, I don't know what the latest news are about this tweet that Jerome's posted, but hopefully tomorrow there'll be some sanction that he's going to get.
Yeah, there should be. I don't think he should get away with it.
Nah. I mean, he's not just tweeted something, he's literally dragged Sunderland down. He's literally picked on Sunderland players, like he's bullying them, saying, "Oh, they're useless, they're terrible, they're no good," and he's like saying that, like he's dragged Sunderland down into a hole, and I bet all the Sunderland players now have lost their. They've probably lost their confidence now. Sunderland players they're reading that tweet that he's put on.
Yeah, it's crazy and mad to think he did it in the first place.
Yeah. I mean, like, if he's got a wife right now and she's on social media, she's got to think that, she's got to think he's done something like, that he shouldn't have done. I know if you're an MK Dons fan and you're looking, even if I was an MK Dons fan right now, if player that plays for MK Dons and someone did that, I would go mental. If a Sunderland player did that to someone else, towards another team, I would not be happy at all. No.
Maybe apart from one team.
Oh yeah. Maybe, yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe.
You'll allow that one.
Maybe, yeah. I don't, to be honest, Liam, I don't hate Newcastle. And if it's, I know this feels like I'm like defending Newcastle, but I actually prefer Newcastle to I prefer Newcastle to Middlesbrough.
I shouldn't be saying this, but because
I like Middlesbrough, I like Neil Warnock, and I think Borough have been unstoppable this season. They've got the best defence in the whole entire football league. They just don't score enough goals, but they're up their sixth place. Borough, they've lost the fewest games in the league. They've got the perfect man, and Neil Warnock's done that. He's been there and done it for Cardiff, for Crystal Palace. He's got them up in the Premier League. So I think Borough have got the perfect man. I think that Borough got the perfect man at the job at Borough. I think Borough will get. I think Borough will get promoted this season. I really do. They've got the perfect man. They've got an unstoppable defense. They just don't score enough goals. But it's their defense. It's incredible. They've only conceded 2 goals this season.
Wow, that's really, really good defense.
The 6th place. They've only lost 1 game. They've drawn 4, won 6, lost 1.
Damn, that is mad.
Do you know what the funny thing is? When all the games they've won, they've only won by 1-0.
Jeez.
And that tells you something, doesn't it? They don't score a lot of goals, but it's their defence that Neil Warnock really cracks. their defence. He really does.
Neil Warnock's a brilliant championship manager.
Oh, really, I wish we had him. Like, I really wish we had him. What a perfect man.
But he kind of doesn't know how to keep them in the Premier League.
No, that's true. But at least he gets them up into the Premier League.
Yeah. Like, the thing is, I wouldn't surprise me if he ended up going to you. And then
I really hope we. No, but I want Gus Poyet. Remember?
Aye.
I really want Gus Poyet. I'm flicking down the Sunderland news every day, hoping there's going to be breaking news, like each day. Like so, tomorrow I'll be hoping that breaking news: Phil Parkinson has left Sunderland by mutual consent, or Phil Parkinson has been sacked because he got beat off MK Dons on Saturday, and Sunderland are still in 6th place, and they have got the man Gus Poyet back at the job at the Stadium of Light.
Then you can literally just discuss it on the stream, like saying, what do you guys think of it? And then you can literally just be like, I think this is absolutely brilliant. We could absolutely...
Right, if this... Right, because obviously we're doing a stream tomorrow night, right? And if Gus Poyet gets the job, I'll be doing a Gus Poyet live. Oh yes.
Right.
I'll be chanting Gus Poyet all night. I'll be non-stop and chanting for Gus Poyet all night, mate. And I'll be saying, bye Phil Parkinson. Cheerio.
Yeah.
Go back to Bolton Wanderers. Go back to Bolton Wanderers. We don't want you here. Thank you for being here for 2 years. Thank you for staying for Sunderland at 2 years.
Cheerio.
Thank you for not getting Sunderland promoted. Thanks a lot, mate. Thank you for not getting us promoted. Thanks a lot. You've worked miracles, Phil Parkinson. You've worked miracles, mate.
Yeah, literally, like, oh, cheers, mate.
Yeah, cheers. You've stayed at Sunderland for 2 seasons. Yeah. You've kept us in League One for another season. Well done, mate. You deserve a medal.
Yeah.
Go back to your mighty Bolton Wanderers. Go back to Bolton Wanderers where you did so well.
Yeah. Right. Honestly.
Isn't it crazy, right? How Phil Parkinson literally had a worse team than Sunderland did. Like Bolton had one of the worst teams than Sunderland did. And Phil Parkinson got Bolton up from League 2 to League 1 to League 1 to the Championship. How do you work that? How do you work that out? And Bolton Wanderers had a worse team than he's got with Sunderland now.
Yeah, like.
How do you work that out?
If you can't do it with a striker which is really much better than
and then you can do it with Bolton Wanderers who are like a worse team than Sunderland. How does that make? Like how can you work that out? Like.
I know, it's legit crazy.
But it's more than crazy. It's like, is Phil Parkinson doing this on purpose? Is he doing this on purpose to frustrate the Sunderland fans?
It kind of feel like he would be, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I feel like Phil Parkinson is doing this on purpose, you know. I feel like he's like, nah, I'm not really bothered, you know. You know, we've lost 2 games. Oh, it's not that bad. We'll bounce back against Doncaster. Oh, yes. Tough. So, do you know what Phil Parkinson will do the next week, next Saturday? He will change the team again. He will. He doesn't keep the same team. He always changes up the formation. Like, it's ridiculous. Keep the same team. Yeah, but he's trying to get a formation that works, but he's putting players in positions that don't play in. That's the thing.
Yeah, like, honestly, why would you drop your best goalkeeper?
Exactly. Why would you put Ren Matthews in goal, in net, where he's already conceded 2 penalties in the season, 1 at the start of the league, and then 1 in the cup match? He's awful in net. Send him back to Bolton Wanderers. Do you know why Ren Matthews is at Sunderland? Because Phil Parkinson bloody bought him from Bolton Wanderers, didn't he?
There's not a surprise there.
And do you know Phil Parkinson? If Phil Parkinson gets sacked, the whole of his assistant coaches are going as well.
Yeah.
Because they're all Bolton. They were all ex-Bolton system. Like,
you'd be getting a clean slate, and you'd be
yeah. And you know what? I was really hopeful when Phil Pottinson came in because, yes, really good assistant managers, really good coaches on there working with him, and I thought, yes, good manager. Yes, hope he does well. And yes, he's hasn't done that, unfortunately. But you just never know what's going to happen around the corner. You never know. He might do improve the team, but I can't see it. He's just not the right. He just doesn't know what he's doing. Like he puts players in the wrong positions. He leaves the best players out on the bench, and he puts out of form. He puts the worst players in the team and the best players left on the bench.
Yeah, he expects the best players to be impact and super subs, and the work is to be absolutely brilliant, performing how the best players should be on the pitch when they really can, and the best should be doing that.
Yeah. Do you know what I would have though? Like a striker, just reminded me of something. Do you know Bravo City? Do you know Clayton Donaldson?
Yes, I've heard.
I would take him. I would take Clayton Donaldson.
Isn't he getting on a bit?
He is getting on a bit, but he's a goal scorer. He scores goals.
Yeah,
35, right?
And he's a target man.
Yeah. And Charlie White really needs someone up front, around him that can score goals and help him, because at the minute it's only White that's scoring the goals up front, and we've got two strikers sitting on the bench. One, they cost us £3 million. The other guy, Danny Graham, was sitting on the bench. We got on loan. He was scoring goals at Blackburn last season, the Championship, and what to do in at Sunderland, sitting on the bench, and hasn't scored a single goal yet.
Do you feel like Will Grigg is going to be like Mesut Ozil eventually? He's just going to be sitting on the bench, earning money for your team, when if you could have got rid of him...
I don't want Will Grigg anymore. Just get him out the team. Oh, just right. If I was the manager at Sunderland right now, I would just sack him, because after watching Will Green miss chances like that, just sack him. Just let him go. I'm not having him at my club anymore if he can't score goals like that. And you know what frustrates me even more, right? Danny Gray was at Sunderland before in the Premier League. He was absolutely awful. He went to Blackburn. He was unbelievable. He's came back to Sunderland. He's been dreadful. When we played Charlton away, Danny Graham missed 3 sitters, like what Will Grigg did on Saturday. Danny Graham missed 3 sitters. We could have beaten Charlton Athletic 3-0. So that could have been an extra game we could have won. Will Grigg again. He missed chances this Saturday. That could have been an extra game we've won. So that could have been an extra 6 points in the table.
Yeah, honestly, if you don't get promoted,
it's so frustrating. It's so frustrating when you've got 2 strikers sitting on the bench that can't score a bloody goal. Honestly, £3 million to Grigg, and you got Cameron Jerome, 35 years old, ancient, and he's still scoring goals for MK Dons. It's absolutely insane. Honestly, I don't like Cameron Jerome now, but I'm just saying he's a good striker and he can still score goals. So, I don't want to look at Cameron Jerome's face anymore at the minute, but he is a good striker.
You literally just eventually just get it.
I can't. I don't know when I'm eventually going to start look. I didn't. Do you know when AFL's on next week and MK Dons play? I'm going to skip forward that. I don't want to see Cameron Jerome play. I can't watch him anymore. I can't.
I've Precious Martin on Phil Parkinson. If you lose to Doncaster.
Well, if Phil Parkinson loses to Doncaster or gets a draw, he's got to go. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
So to be honest, mate, he should be getting the sack right now for getting beat off MK Dons at home.
Draws and losses. This is not going to it's going to get you nowhere.
Do you know what the problem is with Sunderland is? The first league campaign, we got beat the least games. Only got beat twice in all of League One. The first season we got in. The only thing that was stopping us to get promoted is the amount of draws we gained. If we split that in half, and there was a wins, we would have won the league. But because we drawn so many games, we finished fourth. But we lost the least games. That was the frustrating thing. Is we had the best form in that league, and we didn't get promoted. That was the frustrating thing.
Yeah, like it just like.
Yes, I know Arsenal. I know Arsenal in the Premier League. They literally drew every single game and they won the Premier League. But when you've got, in League One, and you've got other teams that are scoring 6-7 goals every game and got a brilliant goal difference, and you're never going to go up the table because Sunderland were drawing 2-2, 1-1, 3-3, like 0-0s, 1-1s, and if we halve those draws, we could have definitely won the league by miles.
The thing is, if Bill Parkinson refuses to leave, I'm going to mention F1 again. Like, it's going to be a weird connection, so give me, like, a bit of time to explain.
Right, okay.
It's going to be like, if, like, Bill Parkinson refuses to leave, could it be like Alex Albon, who if he doesn't get a seat for next year with Red Bull,
yeah,
be like, then Albon comes out and says, I refuse to give up my seat at Red Bull. I'm not leaving. I want to stay. Could it be like that?
Yeah, definitely, yeah. And going to Formula One, actually, about today, let's go off topic here. What really impressed me, I think the driver of the day in this race was Sebastian Vettel.
Oh, I have to agree with you.
And do you know how I felt when he was on a podium? I literally felt so happy for him because it's been so long without him getting on that podium, and he's one of the best drivers in Formula One by miles. And it used to be Lewis Hamilton and Sebastian Vettel always competing together, and that's going to drift over the past years. But I was so happy that Vettel got a podium. I mean, and to see that Vettel greeted Hamilton at the end, I thought that was so good from him. Like,
I'm also gonna stay on the topic of F1.
Yeah.
So good for Alex Albon. He was
wasn't he third as well?
Perez and Albon.
Yeah.
I would have probably said Albon was my driver of the day.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
Like,
what about Perez though? What about Perez? Because he's got the first podium of the season.
Yeah, I feel like that podium today couldn't have been any better. That could have been one of the best podiums I've probably
by miles the best podium. You got Hamilton, you got Perez and Sebastian Vettel.
However, I've got to say, I feel so sorry for Charles Leclerc.
Oh, me too. Didn't he finish fourth in the end?
He finished fourth.
But at least
mixing it up on the final. Like,
But you know what though? At least that's massive. At least that's a big improvement from Ferrari finishing like high, like in the rank, like in the grid.
Ferrari have looked like because
they've improved.
Like, the season we're going to be like, our engine isn't going to be as fast. And then in the first race, it was like Charles Leclerc got second, but then you could hear on the team radio after the finish, it was just like, oh man, like we got second, but geez, it wasn't a good second.
But do you know what? Ferrari, obviously, they've had so many issues with their car, and I think it's so good for Ferrari that they're back in that direction now.
It looks like they've got the pace back. Yeah,
because Vettel needs to be up there. He doesn't deserve to be like 10th, 12th. He needs to be back up into the podiums, and it's a good way to get back into the podium, and especially when Lewis Hamilton's won 7 titles, unbelievable from him. Oh, unbelievable.
Yeah, Hamilton is, as we refer to, way more.
Lewis Hamilton is, honestly, I mean, obviously Mercedes had their problems in obviously practice in qualifying, but when in the race, Lewis Hamilton was he really wanted it. I can tell from the start. Because obviously he was sixth, wasn't he? And then he went up to spots and he went up to first. I was like, oh, get in. This is going to be his day. So yeah, brilliant day for Lewis Hamilton.
See you, Adam. I'll see you tomorrow.
Colin, I've got to go. Stream has been good. Have a good one. I'll see you, mate. Have a good one. Enjoy 6-4 tomorrow. See you tomorrow night, yeah?
Right. Honestly, yeah, but F1's getting like... F1's getting point where it's literally like, oh my god, this is really good, because it's literally just like... Because I think we've got Bahrain, and then we've got an outer circuit at Bahrain, and then we've got Abu Dhabi.
Hasn't there been some circuits added in for next year?
Yeah, Zandvoort was meant to be this year.
Yeah.
That wasn't. Vietnam's not happening.
Oh, right.
What's happening. So,
interesting.
And also added Saudi... I think it's time for Saudi Arabia.
Yes, I heard that. Yeah, I heard about that.
Good news is Monaco is back on the circuit.
Monaco is one of the best venues in Formula 1.
What a venue that would be.
The track is so difficult. One of the difficult tracks you'll ever race on.
I played it on F1 2019.
Right, I've got F1 2020 and I can never finish that race, Monaco.
Honestly, it's literally like, you come down, you've got the massive, and then you come down and you've got that massive swooping corner, but then just before you get into the tunnel,
yeah,
that's so hard. And then of course you've got to go through go left, and then you've got to come right, and then you've got to go time on, you've got to quickly move the car, and then you go left, right, and then you got to go right, left, and then you got to do a massive thing, and then you go back down to pit straight. So
yeah. So mate, I might go in a bit, like 5 more minutes on, and then I'll
4 minutes is perfect, mate.
Yeah, and then what do you want to do tomorrow night? Do you want to do a F1 one, or do you want to do another football one, or
do you want to mix it up and do an F1?
Yeah, definitely do an F1. Yeah, definitely.
And just should we do like a near end of season review? Like
Shall I say so? Near end season review. Yeah.
Yeah, like.
Shall I put Lewis Hamilton on my thumbnail then, or?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, do that. Like, and then maybe like after a couple of days after, or maybe on the day the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix is like, should we just do a live?
Yeah.
Like,
I'll get that sorted for tomorrow night. Yeah.
Like on the day the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix, like do like a live stream, like evaluate what happened in the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix, and then like evaluate the whole season overall, and
definitely
remain.
Yeah. Right. I'm gonna go now, mate. But it's been really good tonight talking to you about obviously Cameron Jerome, and then it seems a while that we've talked about Lascelles and Maguire, but yeah.
That's it. Years ago.
Yes, I'm saying, man. This seems so like it's been on Cameron Jerome for the whole past now and 33 minutes, but it's been really good, mate. And we will do it F1. And do you want to do it earlier, or is 8:00 the good, or?
Yeah. Right.
Or do you want to do it earlier, or?
What time do you feel like you if you want to put it earlier, that's absolutely fine.
Maybe to 6:30.
7:30, yeah.
Right. Okay. I'll get that sorted for tomorrow then.
Thank you, honestly, Callum. Thank you for having me on.
No, it's fine, mate. No worries. Been good to have you on.
Been a pleasure, mate.
Yeah, so I'll be on again tomorrow with you on.
We'll talk about F1.
Yeah, different. Yeah, something different.
Not you talking about Cameron Jerome.
I might be still mentioning mine about Cameron Jerome. I might put that in there.
Yeah.
You know what? Cameron Jerome might be a Formula 1 driver. You never know. Imagine if he was.
Could he be disguised as Cameron Jerome?
Yeah.
What?
Right, I'm gonna go now. So.
See you later.
See you, mate. Bye.
Bye.
Yep. So hope you've all enjoyed the stream. It's been a long night, but hope you enjoyed it. And yes, so me and Lee will be back for another review, but it's going to be an F1 review tomorrow night, so 7:30. So I'll see you all there tomorrow night. So have a good one. Bye.